Hi everybody, it's me, Helen, back again with another Plan With Me video today for our weekly spread. Hope this video cheers you up. To start off, I'll be cutting out parts of this packaging from Trader Joe's matcha green tea powder as a centerpiece for my spread. I'll be using a lot of markers this week, including the green accents from both my bright and my pastel Tombow palettes. I'll also be using these beautiful stickers from Dolce Planner, which I received last year during the cherry blossom season. Of course, I'll be sticking with my Crayola super tip markers for more color, but for the more specific details like writing, I will be using my Vittler fine line marker pens. And last but definitely not least, I'll be using my Tombow brush pen and my Muji ballpoint pen. This is my second installment of my Korean cafe drink themed spread, and if you couldn't tell from both the intro clip and my planner supplies for the week, I'll be focusing on matcha for this spread. For those of you who don't know, matcha is a Japanese green tea powder made from specially processed green tea leaves. Matcha has less caffeine than coffee, so I like drinking it in the mornings when I need a lighter kick to get me going. It's definitely an acquired taste though, so if you want to try matcha for the first time, I recommend heavily sweetening it or adding it to milk and, in my case, strawberry syrup. I would usually recommend buying matcha from Costco or on Amazon because it can get a little expensive, but I don't have regular access to Costco and Amazon is currently taking a while to send packages that aren't essential during the COVID pandemic. So I spent a little extra on the Trader Joe's brand, which actually comes in individual serving packets. While the Trader Joe's brand is more expensive, the individual packaging makes it easier to measure out matcha in the mornings, which has been nice these days when I'm just rolling out of bed with little to no critical thinking skills. Setting the topic of matcha aside, I've been getting a lot of questions on my Passion Planner Instagram about where I get my inspiration from when I plan my weekly layouts. And since this week's layout is a little out of the box, I thought I'd take the time during this video to talk about where my planner inspiration comes from. One of my major sources of inspiration is from seeing other people's planners. I used my Passion Planner for a very long time before I ever discovered that there is an entire community of people who use their own Passion Planners creatively, aka the Pash Fam. My spreads used to look exactly the same every week, but once I started following people in the Pash Fam regularly, my own spreads not only became more creative and diverse, but I also learned new tips and techniques. I was inspired to use my back pages a lot more, make my monthly spreads more colorful, and even to start using washi tape in my planner. For anyone who's starting out with their Passion Planner, or for anyone who's looking to change things up in their weekly spread, I highly recommend joining a Facebook group or following some Passion Planner accounts on Instagram. It's a great way to start changing up your spread. I'll link some of my favorite Passion Planner Instagram accounts in the description, so feel free to check them out. I also get a lot of inspiration from the design that I see around me. Even though I love using stickers, I can't financially justify buying them all at the same time. In fact, a lot of the stickers I currently have are gifts from friends or family. Instead of using stickers, I love taking the packaging from finished products around me and using them to fill up space in my spread. For example, in this spread, because it's matcha themed, I'm using the packaging from my used up matcha powder to fill up my space of infinite possibility. In the past, I've done spreads featuring my favorite teas, art from the playbills of shows I've seen, and even with cute packaging for products I barely use. It's a great way to not only save money, but also to be sustainable and recycle in a creative way. Plus, most of the time, the people designing this kind of art are professionals, so they're not going to look bad in any way. You can be confident that your spread is going to look cute and good. A third way I get inspiration from my planner is just in my daily life. Sometimes big, amazing things happen that I just want to reflect upon and celebrate. I spend around 30 minutes a week setting up my spread, so what better way to celebrate an achievement or savor a memory than by making it into art via my weekly layout. Representing these memories in my planner feels like scrapbooking, but smaller. For example, last spring break, my boyfriend and I visited Monterey. I printed out black and white pictures from our trip and saved some of the brochures from when we went to the aquarium, and I used this to decorate my journal. In May, when I graduate, I plan on creating a spread that will sort of replace my graduation ceremony. I have a lot of stickers saved up from my major and my school, and I'll be using them to celebrate the end of an era. If you've got a fun day trip planned, got a new job promotion, or just tried cooking something new, consider using that to inspire your next weekly spread. Sometimes when I really have no inspiration for a particular week, I have a friend choose. Usually I'll just break out my collection of washi tape or stickers and have them choose 1 to 2 things to use in my spread. Then I tailor the rest of the color palette to what my friend has chosen. This is a great way to involve others in your planning process, and it also takes some of the work away from yourself. I've seen a lot of parents use this technique with their kids to get them involved in the planning journey as well. If you're currently in quarantine with another person or your family, consider asking one of them to choose a color, sticker, or just general theme for your weekly spread. And finally, when all else fails, consider trying something drastic to reboot your creativity. Limit yourself to just one pen for the entire week, or turn your planner upside down to see what happens then. Even a change as small as moving your washi tape to a different portion of your planner can inspire you to plan and create in new ways. A few years ago, I changed the way I use washi tape in my weekly layouts, and even though it was supposed to be a one-time thing, I loved it so much that I still use it the same way today. Maybe one of your small changes will have a lasting impact on the way you plan. Hopefully, some of these tips will help you find inspiration in your passion planner. I'd love to hear about any tips and tricks you have yourself, so please let me know in the comments how you find inspiration for your passion planner and your weekly layouts. And if you like the content I'm creating, feel free to subscribe so that we can stay in touch. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next week with another Plan With Me video.